Luke, welcome to Broadway.
Thank you.
I love it. It's like you just packed your fishnets and came to Broadway to play Frank-N-Furter. I guess they
did.
provide the fishnets.
That's all I had in my suitcase was fishnets. Yeah.
How are you feeling? How does it feel to be here? How does it feel to be in the room and with this amazing cast?
It feels special.
Yeah.
It feels, obviously, I started in musicals 25 years ago, 26 years ago. So to finally get to make my Broadway debut is really, it's like a bucket list moment for me. Did I think it would be playing Frank-N-Furter in the Rocky Horror Show? No. But when the opportunity arose, and I spoke to Sam Pickleton many times, and it all started to make sense to me in a strange way. And so, yeah, here we are, 3 weeks into rehearsals. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's taken me back to my experience of being in rehearsal rooms, which in film we don't do very much. So I'm loving it.
Tell me about some of those musicals I missed starring Luke Evans. What kind of things were you doing?
There was a lot of terrible ones. There was one called La Cava, which was my first musical, which is about the Moorish invasion of Spain. Thrilling.
Sure.
Hilarious. Shouldn't have been funny, but it was. And then I did Rent, like a remix of Rent, which...
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then I did Avenue Q. I was an understudy in Avenue Q. I did Miss Saigon. I played Chris in Miss Saigon. Yeah. What else did I do? I did Piaf.
Yeah.
And then I did a play at the Donmar Warehouse called Small Change, which was the play that changed my whole career.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you've gone on to do so many incredible things that we kind of forget about that side of you, right? And now, so it's exciting to have you back,
yes, like full
singing
circle.
and dancing and doing it in the biggest way possible, the Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah.
This role, Frank-N-Furter, I mean, when I heard that Sam Pinkleton was doing the Rocky Horror Show, the first thing I said was, who's Frank-N-Furter? It's like the number one question,
No, it's the
right?
biggest
There's
question
a lot of pressure on that, right?
Yes.
I mean, we've had rock stars, we've had drag queens, drag stars, we've had Tim Curry, obviously, iconic.
Now you've got a Welshman.
How does all that feel for you walking into it? Is there pressure, or do you just kind of feel like you have freedom to go in the room and do your thing?
I've played a lot of famous literary characters in my time, and I've been part of huge supported genres. For example, something like The Hobbit, Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. So I know this feeling when you take on a character that is loved and partly owned by the fans for many, many, many years. You do feel a sense of responsibility, but I feel like people don't want to see the same cookie cutter performance or interpretation. And of course it never will be, because I'm not Tim Curry. Yeah. I absolutely love Tim Curry. I love everything he's ever done, and what he did with Frank was an extraordinary thing. But of course, this is me. I'm Luke. I have different ideas, and I want it to be mine, even if it's mine just for the period of the run. Yeah. He's mine right now, and I'm excited. I'm discovering things. I'm trying things out. But I'm also very aware that part of Frank is owned by the fans. And I want them to come and be thrilled and excited and surprised, but also remember the joy that this show always has had. Yeah. And we don't want to lose that. We just want to make it even better. Yeah. We want to make the joyous experience even bigger. We want people to come and just remember the first time they saw the show, but also leave with a memory of something new.
You know what? Actually, Gaston and Frank-N-Furter might have more in common than I realized.
Trust me, they do. Trust me. It's a weird thing I keep getting in rehearsals where I finish a scene and I'm like, wow, Gaston and Frank-N-Furter have a lot in common. Yeah, very strange.
So, this is one thing I've really admired about you throughout your career is how out you've been, and you're such a role model for the queer community. This is a very important show and a very important role for our community. How does it feel sort of going and knowing that? I mean, I feel like you're stepping on that stage knowing that the show can actually change lives.
Yes. Well, that's a big thing. It's a big question. It's profound, actually, the effect that this show has had on so many people over the years. It has helped a lot of people who might have not felt accepted or heard or seen or felt included. And this show that wherever it's been, whether it was the film or the original theater production, allowed people to feel just that they were valuable, and they had a place they had a place, and that place was in this world of the Rocky Horror, where people dressed up in clothes of the other gender. There was a fluidity, there was a freedom of expression, there was a deep positive energy to the show, timeless messages, and also a chance to just not feel that someone is watching you, but is observing and enjoying you. And I think that's what this show is about. It's about enjoyment. And we want to create this bubble of just crazy absurdity, love, joy, freedom, just to be who you want to be, and just to enjoy the expression of that on stage with these characters that we've loved for half a century.
So you were cast first in the production. You were announced first. Yeah. And then we found out this and your amazing co-stars. When you found out the rest of the people you'd be working with, is there anyone where you went, oh my God, who?
I mean, Juliette Lewis. So Juliette and I, we did a movie about 5 years ago together, and we really clicked, and we've stayed in touch. And then Sam mentioned that they were out to Juliette for the role, and I was like, this is amazing, because she's like a rock star, and just so perfect for this role of Magenta.
Yeah.
So I was thrilled to find out that Juliette's doing, and she's having the best time, and we've created a little family. We're a very eclectic, unusual bunch of creatures in this show. We're from all walks of life, all ages.
Yeah.
Some have done Broadway, some have not. I think there's 7 Broadway debuts in this show, and I'm one of them, which is really exciting. And then obviously we have the wonderful, we call her Dratch, Rachel Dratch, doing her incredibly unique thing. And that again is wonderful. And then Amber Gray playing Riff Raff, who has always been played by a man and it's now being played by a woman, which I think is brilliant and genius. And then the incredible cast we have, which are just wonderful, bringing their interpretations of their roles, and it feels like a very supportive energy in the room, and I need that, because I feel very exposed in this role. It's also, I'm very aware that people are going to come to this show. A lot of people who know me or think they know me and have seen me play these, big hero macho roles, gun-toting, tank-driving, dragon-killing characters, and now you're going to see me in a very, very different kind of role that no one will expect, and I'm excited about that. But also having the support of my cast and feeling like they've got my back is a nice thing too, because it's a big thing coming out to Sweet Transvestite and in 6-inch stilettos, towering over everybody. Yeah.
I love it. Broadway's new Sweet Transvestite Transsexual. So good to meet you. Congratulations. Can't wait to see the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.